Quick audio check. We have audio
Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone, check, 1, 2.
Yeah, audio's showing up through. I'm just not hearing it on Facebook. It's showing up in Stream Keys. There it is. All right. Good to go.
Good to go. The Guru still in the call?
Yeah.
Devouring food.
Yeah, he is.
I got 50 seconds.
Yep.
Before I will be pushing the button.
Hooray.
That is a profile I need to set up on my Stream Deck. Like a go live function for Rocket.
Yeah.
So I can just like hit the button there and fucking call it a fucking day.
Yeah, that's something you definitely need to do.
I mean, we know it's only some bullshit. 10 seconds? All right. Here we are on another wonderful Wednesday, and as always, I am thumping loud, joined by my boys, the Angry Dandelions, sewn together, and Super Kami don't want to show your camera.
Super Kami eating dinner.
I was eating.
What's up, guys? Here we
What
are.
up?
What up,
Back
mate?
again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he was back. Back again. After a break. We told you, friend.
We're totally getting sued now.
Yep. We're fucked. Fucked.
Thanks, Dope.
Yep, got you. All day.
I don't know if we can handle that lawsuit.
And that's
No.
that's okay. I'm another Slim Shady.
Just add to it.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, if I'm going in the hole, I'm fucking digging it deep.
Yeah, what the
It's like
fuck
I'm
not,
gonna
right?
see how far I can dig this motherfucker.
That's right. Don't make me move to Detroit.
Oh dear Lord.
Please, seriously, don't make me move to Detroit.
Oh man.
So what's up, guys? We didn't do anything last week. Lots of technical difficulties in life and rest that was needed.
Yeah, lots of that life shit.
All happened for us last week. So
Definitely apologize for not being here for you.
well, I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, I'm not fucking apologizing, man. I mean,
like shit went down.
Guru can be the sorry one.
Yeah,
Nah.
Spectrum had a
I
bunch
was just
of
trying
issues.
to be nice.
Yeah, Spectrum had a bunch of issues for me, and that's kind of what I went through. Was at like 3:30 in the afternoon last Wednesday, Spectrum decided that it did not want to provide network service to North Carolina. Not only to me, but like most of my state was bitching and complaining about what was going on at that time period too. So I went through that part of it. Then Sone's been just at work. Like he gets to be at work and then he gets to sleep.
I got to play a little bit of No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's kind of been the past month for you for the most part. Is like you're at work, you might get to play a little bit of something, and then you're going to bed.
Yeah.
You know, and then Guru, I don't know. We don't talk to Guru much. We don't talk to Guru on Wednesdays, so we don't really get filled in on much anything going on with him, except for like when we ask him right here, like what's been going on with him. Looks like he needs a haircut.
Boom, roasted.
Hey, Anybody want to donate to the Guru haircut? Fun.
I mean, I got a pair of clippers here at the fucking house.
Fuck that. Shit.
I can give you a thump
We'll just start.
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
just
good
start.
on that.
We'll just start a GoFundMe for your haircut.
and give you a thump. We can shave that shit right on down.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good, dude. If I wanted that, I'd just give the old lady the clippers.
I got a really good set of clippers.
I got beard
I'm just
trimmers and they
I'm
work
just
just fine.
saying.
That's how I shave my head. I just use my damn beard trimmers. Fuck it. When they break, I
Oh,
get new
well,
ones.
I got an aunt that was is a hairstylist, owned her own hair salon, and she bought this set of clippers and was like, since you always keep your hair like that, she's like, these are what I use at the shop. She's like, if you want to do it yourself and keep it at a regular trim, she's like, here's the full set. It's got all the guards with it. It's got the blade oil, the brushes, like a good top of the line set of clippers. And I was like, sweet. So I go in and I shave my hair, and babe gets home. I'm like, hey babe, shape up my neck. And that's the end of a haircut. I don't need to worry about much of nothing, you know. That hair on the back of my neck gets a little bit annoying every now and again. You're just like, what the fuck, man? Why are these things? But I guess that's just getting older. I guess hair grows in places where it didn't grow before.
Yeah. Except for the top of my fucking head. It used to grow there.
Yeah, slid down and decided to start growing other places.
Yeah. Got lazy. Didn't want to work its way back
Your
up
hair?
to the top. Yep.
Yeah.
Your hair got lazy?
That's
Yeah,
right.
My hair got lazy. It was like, screw that going to the top of the head shit. It was like, I'm going to grow
That's
on
a
its
journey, man.
I'm gonna
That's
grow
a
on.
journey.
toes.
Grow on your
Just
ass
call it a
crack. and your
fucking day.
toes. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm just going to grow on his toes and call it a day.
You wanted to be a hobbit, right?
That wasn't necessarily the plan.
More of a
Now
hermit.
Now he's slowly becoming a troll.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. But yeah.
No, actually, Guru, you really do. Like, normally you're not quite so fluffy.
Yeah, I know. Money's going elsewhere, though.
Oh man,
right
wait,
now.
hold on,
Hookers.
lean in on the camera a little bit again too. How much salt and pepper are you starting to have there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh man, dude,
Petty guru.
it's starting to show up in my mustache and my beard like more frequently too. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Like it was cute when it was just like one hair that would show up on the left side of my beard and one hair on the right side of my beard. But now it's like those two plus a couple others, and then now they're showing up in my mustache too, and it's like, wait, whoa. Nobody said that hair's not fucking lazy. It's decided to move up. I don't like that. They say it's lighter weight, I guess. I don't ever have enough hair on my head in order to be able to determine that factor. So the only time I can tell I am gaining any gray is in my facial hair. So
Yeah, I got plenty of hair to tell and get it pointed out. Not
yeah,
just by you.
no, does your daughter do it?
Yeah.
Oh, how are the kittens doing?
Pretty good. One's sitting underneath the table right now. The other one's been coming back and forth between me and the blanket, and now it's fighting the blanket.
Well, I mean, it's got to do something.
And then
I couldn't imagine being a kitten. They say that the first 6 months of their lives is literally tripping on LSD.
I believe it.
It's like, I just don't know if I could do 6 months solid.
No wonder
I
cats
could,
are all
I
fucking
could totally
crazy.
believe it. The one that's hiding underneath the table, I think every now and then it comes down, and it comes down hard. It's just like, you know what? I'm tired.
His sleep and trip balls.
Sleep, wake up, tripping balls. Wait. God damn it, I thought this would be over. I've tried to take a nap.
What the fuck is that thing over there? I'm going to attach my claws to its face.
Because it's got a face.
I don't know what that is,
I
really.
don't understand it.
So
I don't understand it, but I'm going to get it.
I'm going to kill it. I'm going to eat it.
That's right. Not only am I going to put my claws in it, I'm going to bite it.
That's right. It's going to be delicious. It's that steak.
Wait, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, then it comes over, it does the claws, it does the bite, and then it's like, oh, wait, that is not what I thought it was.
Goes out to the kitchen, comes back with some salt and pepper. And that explains the hair color.
Yeah, it just mistook you for salt and pepper already.
It's like, this guy's already got seasoning on him. Let's get this motherfucker.
I'm gonna eat this. This is gonna be good. You just wait.
He gets backhanded across the room and goes and trips balls under the couch.
Yep. Peeks back out a little bit later, like, I think I can take him down.
You just wait, motherfucker. You'll be asleep eventually. Everybody sleeps.
Everybody sleeps. And I know where you sleep. I'll shit in your shoe.
That's right. On your floor. Little presents everywhere. Stick in this. Oh. Yeah, so anyways.
I don't know. Let's see if we can pull off bad lip reading with him yelling across the room.
I can't do it because I know he's talking to a child.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why I can't be like, well, anything I would say is probably not appropriate.
No.
So I'll just abstain.
I'm going to step away from this one. You got this.
Redacted.
Yeah. So what you been playing, Guru?
Warframe. A lot of Warframe here lately.
Got over Porn Desert?
Every now and then I've hopped on there, mainly to do dailies. It's just, I'm at this point where it's just like, I don't really want to sit here and AFK a game. Like, a lot of it is just AFK, and it's like, yeah. What do I do? Do I just sit here on the couch and watch me AFK? Like, that's not fun. I'm going to go find another game. Like, I know a few people that, like, still play that game, and I'm just like, man, what are you guys doing? Because they were further along than me. It's like, what do you guys do? Like, you just throw your console on, sit in a party, or sit in the chat while you're, like, you got a phone for that. You can text message people. Like, that's a thing, right? Right.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're sitting back and just fucking chilling and chit chatting with somebody, I mean, that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
That was kind of like me and Webb hopping into Minecraft, you know.
Yeah, I was surprised to see you on there.
It started out as me going back to Xbox, and I saw that he was playing, so I wanted to know what that was about. I was like, what are you doing? And he told me that his older daughter said that they've changed a lot of stuff in that version of Minecraft.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, well, I'll go take a peek at it. I'll go take a look and see what's going on. And so he jumped in and he was playing, and I saw that he was playing, and I'm like, well, let me go over here and find out what the fuck's going on. Got the skinny on what was going on, jumped in, and because I'm a Xbox insider,
Mm-hmm.
I jumped in and was like a whole build ahead of him. And I couldn't join him. And I'm like, man, I can't join your fucking game. He was like, were you sure you're up to date? I'm like, yeah, I had like 3 of them as soon as I turned fucking Minecraft on. And he's like, well, I don't know, man. I was like, well, what build are you on? And He's like, let me back out of the game. He goes, he looks, he's like, I'm at 1.12.0. And I'm like, I'm at 1.13. How are you further behind?
And then you thought about the Insider.
And no, it took us a whole fucking day to figure that shit out. We spent our first day playing Minecraft together in what I'm talking about. Like, I was doing shit, he was doing shit. We were in an Xbox party. We were playing the same game, but we were just doing different shit.
Right.
You know, in a different world, not even playing like together, but it was because we were playing Minecraft, just sat in there, shot the shit, and talked about Minecraft and all the stuff that had been added to it. And, you know, I would discover stuff and he would tell me about certain things that he had discovered. And that was kind of how that went. And then we got off, went, did some other shit, come back, and he found out the Insider program shit. Because we thought it was because I was on PC and had a Mojang profile attached on PC.
Yeah.
And he thought that's how I got to build ahead because he doesn't have PC Minecraft.
All right.
And so we were like, oh, that's a possibility. But then he found out it was the Insider program. His one down in the living room wasn't on the Insider program, but the one up in the bedroom was. And so once he found that out, he put the one downstairs on the Insider program, downloaded the beta because that's what my screen said, Minecraft beta.
Yeah.
And his said Minecraft, where you dig holes and close them. You know, you know how they always got those little quips on the screen?
Yeah.
Where they just always got some kind of little dumb or fucking even clever little saying sometimes.
Sometimes it's clever.
Sometimes it's clever. A lot of times it's dumb, but sometimes it's clever. And I can't go one way or the other. I gotta give him the 50-50 on that one. But so he figured that part out, and I joined in on his world for a little world seed on Xbox ever.
Really?
I spawned near a village.
Mm-hmm.
The village had a cartographer and a blacksmith.
Okay, cool.
So I was a jump ahead there.
Yeah.
I dug down, found a ravine. In the ravine, dug into the sidewall, found diamond. So that all happened really quick. Dug up some obsidian, went back up. Because I hate the sound of the nether portal anytime I'm moving around and doing like shit inside my base, I always put the nether portal away from my base.
Yeah, that way you never have to hear it, yeah.
Yeah, unless I'm going to the nether, I don't have to listen to the sound of the fucking portal. Yeah. So I walk off over, and there's this little hill, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to put it right here in the fucking side of the hill. I'm going to dig until it's the right size for me to just go block, 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 and call it a day. Set that shit on fire and get my little fucking portal. So I do that, and I hop into the portal, and when I come out the other side, 2 blocks in front of where my portal is the nether fortress.
Damn, so you got everything all laid out for you pretty easily.
Like, all I had to do was take 2 steps forward, and I fell down into a hallway for the nether fortress. I was like, holy shit. I took a picture of that shit and sent that right over the web like, yo, look at what just happened. Because you've played enough Minecraft, you know that shit don't ever fucking happen.
No, not usually. A lot of the time, you gotta climb up a bunch of shit or climb down a bunch of shit. Avoid.
Well, you gotta figure out where the fuck it's at in the first place.
That too.
And then you gotta build bridges and
just to try to get over there.
Yeah,
and avoid the gas and everything else trying to freaking kill you over there.
No, inside of the nether fortress, actually closed off from where the gas could get to us. You can hear them on the other side of a wall
Yeah.
but everything has got so much nether stone around it that you don't have to deal with them. Like
Yeah.
a gas is not even available to get to where my portal is, because you always travel into the nether with a lot of cobblestone so you can build a base around your fucking portal.
As soon as you possible, that way they can't blow it the F
Yeah,
up
so they
whenever you
can't
spawn in there.
Yeah, so they can't cut shit off. And yeah, couldn't believe it, man. Was like, holy shit, there's no way this fucking happened. And then the next day, we got together again, but I sat here on the PC and was like, I'm going to try and see if I can join his game. So I went into Xbox Windows 10 version, because he kept saying that mine was showing up as a Windows 10 version when he'd go to join. And I'm like, well, let me check Windows 10 version and see if I can actually start a game and join him. Like, start the game and just go into his game. And so I started up Minecraft Windows 10, and he showed up on the friends list. And I was like, well, shit, let me click this shit. And I clicked, and it was like, you're not on the right version. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck's going on? And I looked, and I was on 112 at this point. And I'm like, well, how the fuck do I access fucking the beta? How do I get to 113.0.6? Like, because that's what I'm on the Xbox. How do I get to that from over here? And there's an Insider Hub app.
Oh,
and I go in there and I can download that version of Minecraft that is the 113.0.6. Downloaded that and joined his game and was right in there. And I'm sitting here in an Xbox party over the console companion. And I'm like, hey, Webb. He's like, yeah. I'm like, guess what? What? We're cross-playing. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm at my computer. We're playing the game. He's like, bullshit. I'm like, no, seriously. I was like, it's completely compatible.
Have you tried out the ray tracing?
No, because I don't have an RTX card.
Isn't it enabled for 1080s and 1080 Ti's? I believe you're able to use ray tracing with 1080 Ti at least, and I think 1080 as well.
No, I haven't even thought about it.
And I would kind of think that it being Minecraft, maybe it wouldn't be too much of a performance hit.
Well,
I'd be interested to know.
I think you and I dabbled into this conversation a couple of days ago where I was like, isn't it funny how Minecraft is the test bed of the development cycle for visual graphics? Mm-hmm. Like, when Xbox announced that the Xbox One X was going to be a 4K machine, the first thing they told you were going to be able to get was Minecraft in 4K. And everybody's like, but it's Minecraft. It's just a bunch of... How are you going to... Not for nothing. Minecraft in 4K is impressive. Mm-hmm. Because it definitely looks very fucking different. But you're like, how is Minecraft going to be the game that's going to do that? And so here they are, talking about doing this next graphic upgrade. And it's like, why is Minecraft the game that they're like, no, seriously, you can tell?
I don't know.
Well, we said it was, simple coding? We thought the coding to implement these things was probably a little easier for them to do inside of Minecraft than it would be to try and pull off inside of something that was as graphically intensive as, say, Battlefield or Sea of Thieves.
My thoughts are it's just it's less to render the basics, so it would leave more for the ray tracing. This is my thoughts. But that's just a guess. I would say. I mean, Minecraft shouldn't really work a GPU too hard, so you would think that would leave more room to do the
No, the
lighting
only thing it
effects.
works really fucking hard is onboard fucking memory.
I mean,
What, Minecraft? Yes.
Yeah, man.
kick over
Like
here.
the bigger my worlds get over on fucking PC and the more shit that they have to fucking render, my memory is just like, we can't process this. And I'm like, dude, I got 32 fucking gigs running here. And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're using all of it.
We don't give a fuck how much you say you have.
I mean, see, it's still
There ain't
still
no
damn
more.
Minecraft. It's just got shadows.
Hmm.
Right.
I mean, but the shadows look good.
Yeah, it looks
Well, you
good.
can tell
Oh, yeah,
a
you can-
difference. Like
yeah.
that is kind of the
That's
point
what
there.
it's.
Is,
I just wonder how it pushes a GTX 10 series graphics card. That's all. Because I know ray tracing is supposed to be complete garbage on any Pascal series 10 series graphics card, even though it's enabled for 1070 Ti, 1080, and 1080 Ti. I used the Google.
Like that
you
changeover from
could essentially thump enable ray tracing with your 1080 in Minecraft. I could do it with my 1080 Ti, but that means I'd have to install fucking Minecraft. And it's not my thing, man. It's just not my thing.
yeah,
it's kind of making me want to play Minecraft.
dude, I know how much you liked building the type of stuff that you like building. And with me and Webb hooking back up, I'm like, I don't know, I might want to drop the word over there to Guru because just me, Webb, and Guru could do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen Nick Burns come back into Minecraft in the past couple of days, just recently in the past couple of days. Burns is back in Minecraft. So, like, there is the potential of, like, all of a sudden a really big group of Minecraft people getting together. Also, this coming weekend for PC people that are doing anything, the Bobs are having a reuniting. We're
Really?
gonna rust again.
I haven't heard you actually talk about playing. Like, I've heard you dabble in talking about playing Rust again, but to actually hear you go, I'm playing Rust again.
No, we're doing it. Like I've already jumped back in, saw what the upgrades that they've done, like what the new shit Gary's been working on, like seen the stuff. Even ran around in a Bob server to test all the stuff where we've got admin control and stuff like that. Been in that server, and we're even gonna bring in a Skeeter. Skeeter was in the other day when me and Bob were running around, me and Jared. He was sitting there listening to the two of us as we were running around just inside of the admin server and talking about all the stuff that was going on there. And he's like, so next weekend I'm getting this. We're like, word? I've already surrendered the Bob the Redneck if he needs it. Because there were like 4 or 5 of us talking, and they were like, I don't know, I think he beat you on Bob the Redneck right now. And I'm like, nope, I'm not giving it up. He can be what the world, Bob. So Skeeter's gonna be what the world, Bob. I'll still be Bob the Redneck. Or Skeeter Bob. That works too. But yeah,
Bob of the Bayou.
Bob of the Bayou. Cancer Bob's gonna be there. Fucking Fim Bob is gonna be there. Like,
Anybody hears that just as a quick like pass by, it sounds like you're talking about like a fembot. You know what I mean? Like if you were just to walk by somebody saying that, it really does sound so close to just saying fembot.
yeah, it is so close to saying it, but I don't SpongeBob.
Is
But yeah.
there a SpongeBob?
No, there is
Are
not
you
a
calling
SpongeBob.
dibs? Are you calling dibs? Is that what I hear
There
in
is
there?
no SpongeBob.
They'd
But
probably be ready.
I mean, we've got like Bob the Rexican. We've got Akano Bob. We got Bob the Priest.
Skeeter should just be Jim Bob.
But yeah,
That might
so
work.
that's been interesting to find out. Like, there's a bit of a resurgence going on there within that community of guys that I've gamed with. That everybody's interested in coming back to a game that, it's been probably a year or more since we really run around in that game.
Hmm.
So it's interesting to see everybody that willing to come back and check it out and do the do. We know the kind of force that we are when we unite and drop in on servers. So that's really what me and Mighty have been doing, is looking to see what server is not ready for us to show up.
Trying to see which one you can cause the most mayhem in.
Well, when 9-10 guys drop into a fucking server, flash a base in, and go, "All right, we're raping all your women," and one of those
Well.
voices is a woman, it kind of fucks with people a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
So
Yeah,
Just
I've
tell
been
it-
sitting here listening to Anti and them play a lot of Ark, and they've been trying to get me back into it, and I'm like, nah, man, no.
Conan Exiles has been showing back up on people's fucking radar again. Like old
And they've been
school
trying to get
survival games are starting to make this weird comeback.
Come back, yeah.
But it's not like a new survival game come out that made people think about it. It was like just old survival games, or all of a sudden everybody's like, let's just go back and do what we like doing. Let's just go fucking do the old school shit that we fucking were like, oh man, I was really hoping this was gonna be better. Let's just go back to the shit that we know was good.
Yeah, Anti's been trying to drag me back to it for the last couple of days. He's like, oh, come on, man, I'll get you this. I'll get you a Rex. I'll get
That's
you
right.
set up.
Get you a Rex. I got you a troll just sitting here, just ready. Fucking got you motherfucker sitting right there, just waiting. We'll have you set up. You'll be ready to go in just minutes.
I was like, no, man, I'm not sitting there for hours taming anything. He's like, it's not that bad anymore. They got these weekends now. And I'm like, man, no.
Oh, they took
It
the
was
Atlas
fun.
model 2-time weekends.
I was like, oh, man, they did.
No, not for nothing. Atlas is definitely the one that made that a thing in taming, because every weekend in Atlas was a 2-time
Yep.
everything.
Yeah, that's what's been going on over at Ark. Like every weekend so far, it's been
Magic Mythos.
two times.
Yes, Magic Mythos weekends, man. Yeah, it's a big thing. So, like, I guess the newer games helped expand on the development of the older games,
I guess.
I could see that.
because the older games are sucking up all of that shit and going, yeah, we can do that too. We didn't really know that you wanted it, but okay, yeah, here, we'll do that for you too. And then the old game, instead of being a new game, it's like, yeah, they needed this, and you can go back and be like really fucking happy about it. It's like, because I like this part of it, I like this part of it, I like doing that. That's just like there were the ability to go from like carrying a rock to like complicated machinery of sorts in
Mhm.
Rust. wasn't really a thing until you got into like weaponry, and then you could start making like shotguns and assault rifles and like different shit like that, and C4, and that was where the complexity went. Yeah, well, now you can go from rock to stone axe to metal axe to chainsaw. And the chainsaw was amazing. And we had a Bob in our group that he was the wood gatherer. He would go out with a full hot bar of axes, and then he would just strip forest. And then come back and be like, I have wood. We're like, we told you to quit jerking off when you went out there. Because it's the Bob way.
Is that Jared Bob?
No, that was not Bob the Mighty. That was actually Akano Bob. Also, spent a little bit of time as Bob the Priest, because he would knock on other people's door and ask them if they had heard the word of Bob. He would go up and knock on random people's fucking houses. They'd be in there. He could hear them in there just doing shit, and he'd just go.
Last kind of game I ever played with that
Bob?
Last time I played any kind of game with that Bob was Minecraft, and he was helping me on one of my freaking survival builds that I was doing, and he was like, "Where's your mine?" I was like, "That way." Maybe a few hours later, he's like, "All right, how much stone did you say you needed?" I'd go down there, and he just has like just stripped the whole area.
Section. Yeah. Now I will say that in any Minecraft server that we've ever been in, that is what he does. But when it comes into the Rust, that is not his job. That is not what he does. He's not a gatherer in any way, shape, or form. He is a spy. He goes out, he finds out where people's bases are, where possible weak points would be, where the best entry positions are, how much C4 it would take to be able to get in somewhere. Like that, he does reconnaissance when it comes to Rust. That's what he does, and he is a master at being able to survey a person's base and figuring out how it's built and where the prize package is. He's like, I think it'll take us about 8 C4 to get to the fucking core where their shit's at. And we go in and he's like, nah, it's on the second floor. We've already blasted through this wall. And he's like, nah, second floor. Let's go blow that ceiling tile out over there. We blow that out. All of a sudden, just like loot comes raining down into the fucking hallway. And we're like, okay, fucking grab it. Let's go. But yeah, that was his job in Rust. But no, I've played on enough Minecraft servers with him that if he's not doing technological advancements, we played Feed the Beast mods. So he would dive into like magic, where he would get these crazy evolutionary builds going on. Or he would be mining if we were on a standard build kind of thing, like a vanilla build. But if it involves some extreme technology type shit, like he would find the resources that you needed to get those advancements.
Mm-hmm.
And would be like, all right, I know how to do this now. Okay, I know how to do this now. Okay, I know how to do this now. And you're like, damn. This dude is not fucking playing. But you know it's a video game, right?
No, it's real life for him.
Well,
is real.
At the time he was studying to be a police officer and working with the Wildlife Foundation, like trying to become a forestry officer.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't trying to become like a local cop. He was trying to become wildlife enforcement.
Yeah.
park ranger type thing, working. So it was at that point where his time period was spent mostly doing like that shit. And when he got to game, he had very strict goals that he was like, we need this, and this will make everybody better. And we're like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Where Akinobob, or Bob the Priest, according to how, or Oogaba, how he's also been known, that was in Reign of Kings, if anybody has ever played that game. It's another PC survival game. It was set in a medieval time period. Character creation was absurd. And he made a very dark complected character with feet as big as pontoon boats and a head as big as a pontoon and hands as big as outfielders. And then he was a pencil of a character in between all of those points.
God bless.
And he never communicated on a normal level. He literally grooted his way through life and only stated his name. He was a Pokemon, essentially.
Jesus.
He was a Pokemon, essentially, because anytime you talk to him, you'd be like, so what's over there? And he'd be like, Oogaba. Ooga. Oogaba. And you're like, do we need to follow you? Oogaba. Okay.
Is that a yes or a no, sir?
if he ran off after saying Oogabob, then yes, you were supposed to follow him. So, like, but that was literally the only way he communicated in that game as that character. That was solely what he was, and that
He
was the
took
only
that
time
role very serious.
Yeah, it's the only time he's ever been Bob, but it was a game that really perpetuated the ability for him to be able to play a character like that. So it was a lot of fun. Most of the time, like I said, he's like Bob the Priest because he will spread the word of Bob and how all must praise the dick butt. So he'd paint it on flags. He'd put up signs in people's yard of the dick butt.
Interesting.
Yes, Bob the Priest. Spreading the word, man.
That's funny, walking up to everybody's place and being like, have you heard the word of Bob?
Oh, yeah, he literally, because in Rust you can knock on people's doors. So he would walk up to a door that was, he would try it to see if it was open, and if it wasn't open, he would just knock. Somebody eventually would come to the door and he'd be like, have you heard of the word of Bob? And he would go through like this door sermon of explaining the word of Bob and how Bob is light and Bob is love. And yeah, he had a pretty good spiel. There is one written testament that has ever been put into a like saved translation that is a pure moment of like a Bob sermon, and that occasionally gets used in other people's discords to try and recruit people to come play with the Bobs because it was good. It's fucking hilarious. At the strongest, I think 17 members in the server.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, they were definitely considered a cult. But outside of that, you get to know all the guys in actual like real life, and they're all some pretty good cats. Some ex-military, some in no man land areas of the country. We got one Bob in Billings, Montana. We got another Bob in Oregon. We got another Bob in Colorado. We got a Bob that's been floating around the world lately. He's ex-military and an aircraft pilot. Well, not pilot, excuse me, aircraft mechanic. And specializes in like helicopters. And he's been kind of everywhere. We've seen in just the past year, he was like in Georgia for a while. Then he was in like Tokyo. And then he was in Beijing. And then he was somewhere else. Now he's back in the States again. And it was just like, all right, well, shit, Bob is fucking moving. At one point, he was in D.C. He sent me a picture of some really cool shit that I'm not allowed to talk about beyond what I just said. But
this man needs to get some WD-40 for his door.
Oh. Wait, hold on. It's that guy.
That guy.
And that, particularly if I wanted to like point right at him.
Yeah, you're right. You had it right. You had it right. You could hear everything that was going on that end.
No, I hear my door open.
And you open up your drink.
He said you need some WD-40.
Oh yeah, dude.
That
Most
door.
definitely. That door needs it bad.
Every little inch of that door being open, you could hear.
Yeah, dude. It's a squeaky fucking door. That involves me remembering to get WD-40 when I go to buy stuff at a store.
Yeah,
I mean, I could make a list and everything, but that's a lot of
would
work.
Totally defeat the purpose, right?
That's a lot of work to make a list.
Yep, sure is.
Oh, sweet. Son, you remember the guy I told you that was traveling around Australia or had went to Australia that I watch on Twitch?
Mm-hmm.
He finally raised the money to buy the car. Yesterday bought a car. I saw the tweet. I congratulated him on the tweet. The company that is his agent hit me back and started following me on Twitter. So of course I gave them the follow back. But he personally has come on and liked the tweet and sent me a message directly saying thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that just happened. I looked over and was like, wait, what? Holy shit. Dude, yesterday he was, he went to a closed racetrack and they were having a Nissan event.
Mm-hmm.
And so these guys brought Nissans from all the ages of Nissan. Like the 240s, the 270s, the 350s, the 340s, the 370s that are out now, the GTRs, like all of the different like race ready kind of Nissans were all here at the track. And you paid to go to the track that day. And the guys that brought their cars were letting other people just drive their car. You go do a lap around the track and you could sign up to hop into a different car a little later on. And people just rotating out and you could just drive all of the Nissans.
I ain't getting out of that GTR.
That's what his stream yesterday was. Like, I got to see him drive a R34. I got to see him drive the new GTR. I got to see him drive the 370, the 350, the 240 SX.
Did he drive a Sentra?
All of the real cars.
Sentra is a real car.
Yeah. But it's
those boxy ones that people put wings on back in the day.
It's one that you can pretty much pick up like walking down the road. But yeah, so that was what his stream was yesterday. It was actually a pretty good stream, just getting to see and hear all of the cars run. Y'all know I like my driving simulators and being able to run these races and all the stuff that I do all the time anyway. And to be able to hear those cars and see them going around a racetrack and getting that whole feel of it, especially with him like live streaming it, he would always ask the owner of the car, because you rode with the owner of the car, so they could tell you about how the car handled. And he'd be like, look, this is what I do. Here's my backpack. Do you want to, do you mind holding this and pointing it forward while we go around the track? And of course, all of the guys were like, yeah, no problem, man. Just let's go. Let's fucking go around the track. They were limited by license classifications. So anybody that's got specialized training could go a little faster in some of the people's cars. But for the most part, I think it was like 100 kilometers an hour that they were allowed to hit that level of 100 kmh.
Here in a second on the stream, you'll see, man, tricked out Nissan Sentra. Woo, there it is.
Gee, money.
Money. You know you want to rock that.
I found my new dream car. Shit.
Yeah, look at this one with the sunroof.
God.
I like the one that's pretending it's a BMW down there. I almost bought one of these in a...
Man. I can't believe they didn't have that at those events, man. I mean, that one had like racing numbers on it, even.
Because those racing numbers totally add some horsepower to it.
Oh, dude, it makes it go so fast. That's what racing stripes do too.
The only thing that makes it faster than that is putting flames on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, if there was some flames on it,
it would have been there.
It would have burned up the track.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they don't allow them things out there too often.
Yeah.
Done racing stripes and flames. Shit.
Yeah, buddy, you probably get one of those for like $300-400.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no. Now that he's bought the car, though, that he ended up with a Toyota Land Cruiser, and that's what he's going to be traveling Australia with. Like, he's got a 2-year visa. He's going to be there for a while. And now the streams are about to really change, because he was there, he was stuck at his homeboys, being able to only drive to certain locations and do certain things. So now he's got his own transportation, and his streams are going to open up to a whole new thing where he's got plans on the next 2 years of just going and doing all of what Australia has to offer. So
doing all the things.
Yeah.
So getting attacked by the wildlife and dying.
Yeah, dude, he's got a box of kangaroo then.
Kangaroos will fuck you up.
And then get bit by some poisonous snakes and spiders.
He would try something like that. But his agent's also gonna like have a little bit to say about how that goes down. I mean, I've seen him get into a Muay Thai ring. I've also seen him get into a kickboxing ring. So it wouldn't surprise me.
Right in the kangaroo pouch.
He'd get kicked right in his kangaroo pouch.
I was about to say, man, those things are vicious. They are not as peaceful. Well, man, it ain't like most people like to think. Nah.
Yeah, he's in Brisbane right now. Brisbane, Queensland.
That's cool, man. I mean, hooray for him for doing the things and being successful with them things and getting to do fun stuff. Well, I'm going to go to work for fucking 14 hours tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's weird because the way he explained it was he reached a point where he was doing kind of that, where he was like, I'm gonna try this out, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm young enough now. I don't have any attachments. I'm gonna jump out into the world and see what the fuck happens. If it don't work, it don't work. I come back home because he's originally from Nebraska.
So that's the secret of success, man. Destroy and burn away all attachments.
Well, no, he'd never had them going into the situation.
Nothing to lose.
I gotta
Yeah.
get rid of all of my attachments.
Yeah. See, you have to get rid of attachments. He just didn't have them. And he was like, I have the opportunity to do this now. So I'm going to see if I can do it. And he got out there, he started doing it, and has been able to stay out there. Like, he started 5 years ago doing what he's doing right now. And I started watching him when he went to Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
The streams were entertaining. I kept watching. I've seen him go to Thailand, the Philippines, to Australia. I've
Has
just
he
seen
been to the land of wayward kitties? Has he been to your house, Guru?
No.
I heard your cat going like nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sun King.
Guru's home for wayward kitties.
Pabst Blue Rainbow.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking Sun Kitty. We don't know who you're talking about.
He's king.
Oh, let's see. What else is going on in the world of Nissan Sentras? I mean,
No, what the? Wow.
Hey,
let's do a deep dive into the Nissan
Hey, we're up
Sentra.
to 14 on radio.co, guys. Don't knock it.
It's because of the Nissan Sentra. I said the words,
right.
and they were like, "Boom, we got to listen to this." He's going to talk about a
As
Nissan
soon as he
Sentra.
just said Sentra, huh?
That's right.
As soon as you said Sentra, they were like, "We must come."
93 Sentra, I'm in.
These guys know what they're talking about.
These guys have not a fucking clue what they're talking about.
Well, no, we got a clue about what we're talking about. It just isn't related to anything anybody else would have a clue about.
yeah, there you go. So,
Yeah,
so you watched Gamescom though?
I watched day one of Gamescom, and I've kind of loosely been keeping up with the days that have gone on since then. We're in day 3 right now.
That's kind of how I've been.
Day one was a fucking like a title fight, like a heavyweight title fight. They were just throwing fucking blows one after another. It was like world premiere, world premiere, world premiere, new shit. This is going to happen. Da 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 da.
This is how big my D is.
Yeah, man. Day one was definitely a bunch of that, and so that was the most exciting day to tune in and watch any of the coverage that was going on, to be able to see what was happening and announcements that hadn't been made at a lot of other conferences and gameplay that hadn't been seen at a lot of other conferences coming up to this point. Gamescom this year got so lucky because September is about to be fucking on fire with content.
How is that man carrying that backpack?
It's Norman Reedus, dude. He can do anything.
That's right. That's right. Not only is he carrying that backpack, but he's got a baby on his chest.
Yeah. He's also walking. Yeah, dude. Norman Reedus.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
This is where he pees.
Yes. Dude, he is the Bob Ross of urine, okay? Because he pees in this spot and creates a happy little mushroom.
All right.
The crazy part is there's this ladder section here that you're that we're watching on the stream for us that are behind a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
you watch him go up this ladder. They do this whole little fucking scenario that goes on here, and he goes to leave, and he's not allowed to use the ladder or take it with him or anything else. He has to try to manually get down this fucking hill, and right off the bat, he falls, lands on the baby, pisses the baby off, and what's his name? Oh, who's the Kojima?
Yeah.
Kojima says that because this is going to be a PlayStation game, he says that when you're using the motion controls and you're having to like shake the baby to like make the baby happy again and calm down,
rock the
that
baby. I mean, if you want to shake the baby,
you have to be.
I just see somebody now like, oh, shut up.
this baby is crying.
He's saying that shit doesn't work. Like, don't shake the baby. You have to be delicate with your movements and handling
He's
in
squeezing its
that
head.
PlayStation move.
Yeah, he just fell.
It's a baby in a bottle.
Yeah, baby in the and boom. But yeah, that whole action of where he detaches the baby and like is trying to quiet the baby back down and doing all that stuff, like Kojima says that you have to be nice about it. Like,
I don't know if flipping the baby like that he just did before he reattached the baby to his chest was really nice. Okay, now that I've chilled you out.
Well, no. Now that I've chilled you out, let's go for a ride. But and so the rest of the trip down the mountain, and every stream that I was watching while this was happening is like, what happened to the ladder? Why didn't he just grab the fucking ladder? That shit would be useful as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so, but Kojima stopped. He said right now, at this point in the development of the game, he really didn't have the time to come talk to people, but he did. And he came out of the studio to let everybody know what's going on, to let y'all meet Mama, which that Mama scenario was really weird because Mama's baby, because apparently nobody knows what this game is still going to be. But Mama's baby is invisible. Like, it's translucent, not invisible, I should say.
Yeah, I read somewhere talking about ghost babies.
Yeah. And there's some crazy shit going on with Mama's baby. And then there's like the person that introduces you to the baby that you have, like that scientist that's in charge of the project or whatever. And those were the two character introductions that Kojima came in and kind of gave you a little bit of knowledge on. And it was weird because you learned more, but you still walked away going, I don't have a fucking clue what this game is going to be. I don't know what this game is going to be, but I might need to buy a PlayStation just so I can fucking try and fucking play this and figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, right.
Because it's that intense that you're like, oh, I want to try that out. I don't know what it is, but I want to do it.
It's like cats on LSD. Is that what we're going back to?
Yeah. Well, I mean, where he's at right now.
I don't know what that is, but I want to get up.
I don't know what it is, but I'm going to make sure I learn how to use it to destroy shit. But Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, a little bit more of a dive into what Shadowkeep's going to be. You're going to run the trailer?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I got.
I love how he just looks back. You gonna do that?
Yeah,
Huh?
I already
Like-
did, but I
Yeah.
got a comment from Webboy on a photo. It's because it's private and he can't share it. Says you suck. Private can't share it.
Yeah, that sounds like Webboy.
Yeah, I didn't. I made that. All that happened through Instagram, so I didn't do that.
Hmm.
I didn't do it.
But yeah, it was a deep dive into kind of what they've got planned moving forward, giving you a little bit more knowledge on how coming back to the moon is going to be received, and then introducing the artifact program moving forward with how your builds are going to work. And this is per season on how your builds are going to work. Because
Oh, so they're actually introducing artifacts now.
each season, you're going to be able to manipulate the build of your Guardian.
That'll be pretty interesting.
There is a build that is brought up during the rest of their shit that was going on, where you see the artifact, and one of the perks that you can spec over to is bypass shield.
Oh, really?
And that alone, a lot of people dove into going, wait, what? Is this through all methods of play?
I was about to say, yeah, that's what I was about to go. Is this going to be PvP too?
This may be the meta moving forward, like craftable builds that are going to be like meta builds like we've never seen before in this game. So it looked real exciting. It was a deeper dive into some gameplay that we hadn't seen yet. It was getting to see what the artifact was going to be, what they meant by that, because they told us about it before. And then everybody kind of shit on the parade here a little bit and said that the footage was some of the footage that was played during this trailer may be almost 2 years old.
I was about to say we were. I remember there being rumors, essentially in Destiny 1, that we were supposed to get artifacts or something close to that whole category, but we never got to see that.
Right. And development went on with Destiny 2 coming out, and everybody still kept talking about what was that? Is that coming? Are we expecting to see it? They went through a whole new DLC chapter with 3 seasons inside of that, and nobody knew what was really going to come out of it. And then all of a sudden this showed up, and somebody's like, yeah, a year and a half ago that footage was leaked.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, part of it was. But now you know what it was. So data miners who thought they knew what the fuck was going on, all you did was you withheld content because they were like, all right, fine, we won't use that now. Well, wait. And maybe data mining fucked up the cycle of what they could have done already. So we'll see.
Yeah, a lot of people do data mine the hell out of video games now these days.
Every MMO gets data mined because they have to start putting these implements into the game so that they can activate them as they're ready to go online. So if you're just sucking up the information of what's going into the coding of the game, then you're
It's
going
to
to
make it
find out.
easier.
Yeah, you're going to find out something that's going to come along a little bit later on in the life cycle of the game.
Yeah, it's just to
Destiny is
make it
done.
easier for them. That's
Yeah,
basically
Destiny
all it
has
is.
done, a little bit to try and slow that down, I guess, because here they are. Somebody saw this a year and a half ago. A lot of people forgot about it. Somebody
Well, a
was
lot
like,
of-
wait a second. Somebody was like, wait a second, this looks familiar, and brought up after they did some research and was like, here, that we've seen this. We've seen this before.
Well, a lot of the reason why a lot of people were eating the hell out of Destiny 1 back in the day was because it wasn't what we were originally promised. It wasn't. You could definitely feel like we got half a game when
If
you
it would have
played
been
Destiny.
If it would have been completely on PC, that life cycle would have never happened that way.
Mhm.
It was developed for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. The next generation of console that came along after that with the Xbox Ones and the PS4, they were so much further ahead that there was no way you could build off of that old system and port it to the console.
Right.
Nobody was going to stand for that. So what they did was gave us a Destiny 2. Activision told us we were going to get, and I'm not going to say Bungie because I don't know whether or not we're going to really see a Destiny 3 now.
Not
But
the way if they
not the way it's being played out right now. I don't know when that Destiny 3 may happen, but I know it's not happening right now.
Mm-mm.
I
Not the
know
way
that-
they are
I know that
pushing
we possibly
content
got
out.
another year of a life cycle out of this that nobody thought was going to happen. Everybody had thought Destiny 3 was going to be a thing coming up
Mhm.
right now.
Instead, they've just been continuously pumping out more and more content.
What they originally said they were going to do.
Right.
Right. Well, it was a 10-year plan. It was what we were promised with Destiny 1 was a 10-year plan.
Yeah,
Which
Activision
never got
just needed more
which
money.
never got delivered. Yeah.
Well, between Activision's fucking up of shit and what they did with using Eververse against the gamer and with the move over to fucking the Blizzard app when they did the PC thing and then using Eververse again as a weapon against the gamer, when they did Destiny 2, it was like, all right. Everybody's seeing Bungie now taking their game back and what that development cycle looks like moving forward. Cross saves went live today.
Nice.
So if you own Destiny on PC and I want to bring my Titan and my Warlock to Destiny on PC now, I can bring those characters over.
with all the gear? With all the gear?
I think it's a stock build with their character specific gear.
Okay.
Now, remember where I stopped Destiny 2 on console and picked it up over on PC? I swore to myself on PC, I was like, the whole time I'm playing this, I'm just going to play my fucking hunter. I'm not creating multiple characters. I'm just going to play my hunter. Fuck any of the rest of that. I'm at a point now where I can keep my hunter and bring my Titan and my Warlock over and not be unhappy. I've got all of the weapons that I would want. I would just have to gear up those two characters just in gear. And some of that gear I even have because of randomized drop. when you get a Ingram from the 9,
Yeah.
that it may give me a Warlock chest plate.
I have sat here and looked at like the progression. I would like to pick Destiny back up. I'd like to actually give 2 a shot. It's just, I don't know.
It's good, and not for anything. I think at this point right now, I think Shadowkeep is going to be exactly what Oryx
Was
did.
supposed to be.
What Oryx did for Destiny 1.
Oh, Oryx change. Yeah.
You know what that content did for Destiny 1? I see Shadowkeep being that same level of shock and awe and wow, this game is incredible, of what being there for that was for Destiny 1. That's the reason why I wanted to go ahead and start working on my tier 2 gear to get ready for a Shadowkeep. Cross saves were made available. Now your profile can be ported over to Steam.
Really?
Yeah, we're not, because Shadowkeep is going to be Steam release. It's not going to be on the Battle.net.
Oh, okay.
So now your Battle.net profile moves to Steam with cross save capability of moving your console profiles, whether it be PlayStation or Xbox, over to that same platform. Cross play is not being implemented yet, but cross save is being implemented. So if during the week you got a couple buddies on PC that are able to play, but they're not able to play on the weekends, and then you got your buddies on Xbox that aren't able to play during the week, they're able to play on the weekend, that switching is going to be allowed for you to be able to play with these guys or with those guys. Cross-platform, not yet.
See, right now you can get the whole set on console for $40.
$34 on Steam for Shadowkeep.
There's a free-to-play version coming out, though, isn't there?
It's weird how that's being described right now, because free-to-play doesn't bring you into the most current content based on what we're seeing.
It's like vanilla, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just vanilla. Everything that I was reading was just vanilla for the free one.
Right, and that you would have to purchase the expansions.
Right.
One thing I was reading. But if I put Shadowkeep down right now, if I pre-order that, any content that I have unlocked already on any platform is going to be available to me.
Yeah, right. It's I've found it, even though it's The Verge. Right here, Bungie is announcing a new version of Destiny 2 called New Light, a free-to-play version of the game. Bungie says will include all of its foundational modes, activities, and rewards.
Right, which means you'll be able to play Gambit,
Crucible, and
but not to the level of.
Yeah, I bet you it, like, stymies your progress, just lets you test. It's you think it's just a fucking glorified demo?
I would say more than likely that would be where I would put it, because they've got to still be able to make money on it, and I'm not knocking them for having to make money on it. I mean, you can pre-order on Steam Shadowkeep, but to my understanding, you don't get any of the previous content if you've never owned it before. You will start at Shadowkeep. for $34.99, you will start at Shadowkeep.
Interesting.
You know, so it'll be like a character token that'll give you something that's level already. However, since Bungie split with Activision earlier this year, its roadmap for Destiny, the series has been subject to change. Also, everybody was wondering what happened with Eris Morn.
I have to ask this real quick. Stone, do you hear it as well in his voice?
Little robot-y at times.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, here's a picture of a tricked out racing Nissan Sentra.
Jesus, are you serious right now? Is this what you've been doing on the other fucking side, right? Mother, I swear to God.
I mean,
This mother.
woo!
Yeah, for some reason, every now and then, you sound just a little robotic-y.
Yeah, that's what you're sounding like to me right now.
Like at the end,
I think it's just
like you
Skype.
sound normal, and then it's just like at that end point, there's like that hint of robotic.
Oh, damn, dude. Wait till you see this one on the stream, fellas.
I swear to God.
The interior.
Like
You-
what? What is
Look at that. Woo!
Son, do you need a break? Guru, do you need a break?
I mean, it's we got 30 minutes left. I mean, do we really need to do a break?
It don't matter to me, man.
Well,
What time did you think it was, Stone? I
It's
mean,
eight-
Thump, God damn
it's
it. Like,
8:20.
I'm over here cussing him out in my head.
You just
I saw 8:15, and then I let you ramble for a minute, and
Just lost track of time at that point.
This
it was
is-
only
this
five,
is
only
for
5 minutes
sale.
went by. But
it doesn't give a price though, man. Shit's for sale. It's only got 138,000 miles.
All right, go ahead.
I mean,
What the? No. What the hell?
it's in Florida. It doesn't
What has made
say
you
how
want
much
this Nissan for?
since Thumb brought up all the Nissans. I was like, wonder if there's a Nissan Sentra there.
But why a Sentra?
Because that's the first Nissan that popped into my head, man. Don't
A
ask me.
Sentra of all things. You think
I drove
Nissan
drove
and go
Sentras.
straight to Sentra?
Yeah, because I owned one.
Not a Maxima, not an Altima, not an Art, like a GTR.
Nope. Good old Nissan Sentra, man. I mean, pretty dope. $5,000 for this '92 Sentra. Looking mighty fine. Looking mighty fine. Here, hold on. I'll let you get a peek at this one.
Oh
Guru.
God, you don't have to. You
No,
don't
no,
have to.
It'll be there. Don't you worry. Just give it a second. There it is.
Oh, look at that, man! It's got a hood. Oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
it's
dude.
got the body kit around it. You got the
Mhm.
little hood scoop to catch that air.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Look at that.
Look at them rims.
Yeah, dude. Top notch. Ooh, that interior is clean.
look at that photo bucket logo.
Yep. I don't give a shit, man. Oh, look at that sweet rust on the top or the paint peeling off, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah.
Actually, the interior is looking clean.
Yeah.
You're not wrong on that.
5 G's, man. You
Dude,
you
that
could drive that
rust.
for 5 G's around a racetrack in Australia.
That little bit of rust, man. Mm.
Yeah, that's what it's all right though. It car's lighter now because it's slowly flaking off as you drive it. all
The
good.
longer you drive it, the faster it gets because the more and more pieces keep falling off of it.
Precisely, man. That's the plan. They designed it that way, you know.
They're
And
like, for 5 Gs,
once it's 20,
you
once it's
drive
26
this.
years old, man, this thing will fly.
Why? Because there won't be a body left?
All right. Well, Nissan Sentras and stuff. That's what's hot right now.
I don't think that that's what's hot is Nissan Sentras. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
It is in Central Ohio.
Only the finest of Nissan Sentras.
Only the fine.
Oh, well, we're talking about
Are you still
dumb
looking
stuff.
at
No,
Nissan Sentras
no,
over there?
no.
Okay,
I'm looking
thank
at
God.
dumb
I saw
stuff
you
in the world.
intensely start looking at that screen over there, and I'm like, man, is he still looking at Sentras?
No, I'm looking at the fucking article about the YouTube AI thinking robot fighting was animal cruelty.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
I didn't hear about this one. What?
Okay, so YouTube's got bots in place on their website
Yeah.
to tag content as inappropriate, and
It's creepy because the AI thinks that its robot friends are alive.
basically
Skynet.
battle bots was deemed as animal abuse.
Mm-hmm. By an AI.
And so basically YouTube said stop hurting robots.
Well, the AI did.
Well,
The
essentially
AI.
that is what YouTube is right now.
So YouTube is actually Skynet? Is that what we're getting at?
Yeah. I think that's it. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Hi, Skynet.
Man.
Yeah, whatever. Silly. YouTube's having a lot of copyright issues with dumb stuff here lately.
And
Would
it's
seem.
partially because of the bot system that they have in place and a little bit of false claiming that has gone on. If y'all didn't hear the other day, there was a story where a person on YouTube was filing copyright complaints against channels, stating that if they didn't pay him, that he would file complaints against them and get their channel shut down. Yeah, YouTube turned around and sued him for harassment of these other channels and has essentially shut him and many of his aliases down within inside that community of what was going on, where he was false claiming. But it's the first precedent. It is the precedent for going after false claims. Because before you just get your video reinstated if you were able to prove your eligibility to use content, you would just get reinstated. There was no compensation for loss of any of that. You were demonetized and then you were remonetized, and that gap in between YouTube didn't give a fuck about. This is the first moment of
Well, isn't this all due to that like Article 13 shit in the UK or whatever the fuck it was?
It's partly because of that, but this is the first time that we've seen compensation come to that lull in activity because of taking down a channel fraudulently, basically saying that it was fraud that you took the channel down. You know, so this is the first time that something like that's actually fucking happened. Those over on Facebook that would know me from the 8-Bit Bros also know that we deal with Retro Revolution, and TC has had an issue with another member that used to be on the Ironic network of Tom Gully. I don't want to listen. Guru.
Yeah, I think that's your phone. I think it is.
It was dying.
Oh.
So I had to swap.
Yeah. But
And it didn't
You know-
do that the last time I had to swap. That's the reason why I was sitting here looking confused. I was like, wait a fucking minute. What the hell is going on right now?
What the fuck is happening
YouTube has
right
gotten
now?
a hold of my fucking phone.
But yeah, TC had been through somebody claiming content on him that essentially he had met copyright regulation, and there were claims brought against him where he was able to debunk those claims and continue to use content, and because it was made as that
We're
he
having-
could turn around and use it.
You
Yeah.
and me are okay, right?
I'm waiting to see what's happening. Looks like
I mean, you and me were fine.
yeah. And
Is Thump YouTube?
am I not hearing Thump? Is that what I think's happening? Guru, I don't
He's
have
not
your
saying
video. Did
anything.
you shut your video down for a second?
No, my video's back up. Like, you see my video, right, Thump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means your NDI crashed here. Hold on a second. What the
You
hell?
went hardcore robotic-y, Thump, is what me and him were getting at. Like, you were crashing.
The funny part is you say you were doing that, but I'm getting that from you and not Sown.
What the fuck?
And your NDI is gone.
Yeah,
Turd on
and
me.
your NDI is gone. So
Oh, don't
you're
even come
pointing the finger at me.
I'm going to. I'm going
Did-
to. I'm always going to. 1 minute.
I'm trying to figure out.
I'm just going to do
There,
that.
hey, there, you're back. Although really stretchy.
And then he left again.
Yep, and he's gone. Hey, it's Double Thump.
Hey! Wow, you said double thump, and my phone's like, what do you want?
Oh, hell. What the fucking fuck is going on?
That is the greatest guru ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even showing up as an option in Skype right yet. Hold on, let me refresh the NDI again here. There we go, and there's a guru back.
I don't know. I liked
Double
Hey.
thump?
Hey Arnold guru or Stewie Griffin guru, whichever one you want to call it, because you were flat this way and elongated this way. So you're either Stewie Griffin or Hey Arnold. So
Both of them were football heads.
that's right. So were you there for a moment. And then there was double thump.
Yep, yeah. You were definitely like, yeah, it's Stewie Griffin, Hey Arnold. It was interesting.
I'm all right with it. It's whatever, you know.
Kick your head
Or
around like a
what was
fucking
the,
football.
what was the pod racing pilot in that was more appropriate because you got the headphones on, and the pod racing pilot that Anakin raced against that was giving him all the shit
Yeah,
had the fucking earmuff things on, the old pilot helmet, and he was football headed as well.
you're that guy.
You're that guy. Now I want to look it up and do a side by side comparison.
All right. What the hell were we talking about before everything went to shit for a second? Human litter boxes for lockdowns. Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, man. Actually, that one actually is pretty good. Just a cool effect is just a cool effect. because of how it works in a web design.
Yeah. I did check that out.
Wasn't it? You scroll down and you're like,
Yeah, let's
You're
see
like-
see if it does it here. Yeah, it's gonna do it. There we go. You're trying to scroll down and it forces you to watch the zoom out to all the locations that you can play
yeah,
Google
it forces
Stadia.
the zoom out, and then it scrolls down the rest of the page. I was like, oh, that's neat.
Samsung's taking a big dive into gaming monitors. They got the first, it's their first G-Sync monitor, and it's a 240 hertz curved 1080p panel.
Ooh.
That if it, and it's only $400, man.
Oh, that's at a reasonable price point as well.
Yeah, makes a guy want to have like 3 of them.
Yeah, 3, 4, yeah.
Makes a guy want to have 3.
How
Then
are you
I'd
gonna
just
get
be
your new
surrounded by
Nissan?
monitors.
How are you gonna get your new Nissan if you get all those monitors?
I just have pictures of Nissans I don't own. That's my background. I'm gonna change my profile picture to that fucking Nissan Sentra. Keep it up. Keep it up.
I'm surprised that it's not already.
Yeah, it should be.
It probably will be at the end of the night.
No, I'm not buying a 1992 Nissan Sentra, no matter how sweet it actually is. If I was going for anything, I'd be getting a Freddy Got Fingered Chrysler LeBaron.
Yes.
In the baby blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
All right.
I would get. Then you'd have to get the vanity plates that say number 1 son. I mean, that's just how it has to go down. I got someone I work with the. Do you guys remember the part where he's like, "I spilled a shesham"?
Roughly.
Okay, well, I got the housekeeper or the environmental services director with that the other day. She was mopping the floor, and I was like, "Spilled a shesham." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Spilled a shesham right there. Spilled a shesham." She's like, "What are you talking about?" And I just said Japan 4 and walked away. It was.
You
great.
probably left that poor poor person all sorts of confused.
I went back and explained it to her afterwards. She's like, "I haven't seen that in so long." I was like, "Yeah." Well, no one
Guru
has.
looked like Schlemo.
I literally just started reading.
Let's see.
I wasn't sure how to pronounce that name.
How is it even spelled?
Sleemo.
Oh, what the hell? I clicked on the image and there we go. That. That was you, Guru.
We're waiting. That okay. Yeah.
Yes. You literally just go whoop. Oh, it's like what? The fuck?
You did not look like the young Han Solo.
Nah, fuck you, I do.
You look more like this guy.
Yep. Schlemo.
You know, whenever you say this guy, you're pointing at Han Solo on my screen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
You're wrong, nerf herder.
Freaking Guru Ren over here.
Ooh, Guru Ren. That works way too well.
No. No, I'm good.
I mean,
I'll take the hard pass.
Man,
Hey, now,
that's
we
your
understand how
Halloween
obsessed-
costume, man.
we understand how obsessed with Vader you are. We know you can't get enough of it. Even created your mimic of a X-wing fighter, or to Darth, your Vader wing fighter.
You mean TIE Fighter?
Well, your version of a TIE fighter that was your Kylo Ren fighter, because it wasn't it wasn't a TIE fighter.
No, it wasn't. The Ren Fighter.
Yeah.
The Guru Ren fighter.
Guru
Throwing
Ren.
hissy fits throughout his fucking ship.
Nobody loves me. No one made me a tomato prosciutto grilled cheese sandwich. No one did that.
I'm gonna fucking force choke the world because of this, you sons of bitches.
That's right.
If I would have got this grilled cheese, Ma.
Got to be dedicated. Did you actually pull that up? Did you pull that up on the website?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Tomato prosciutto grilled cheese.
That does look good.
Damn. Not
It's not bad. Like there's
I don't
there's
like how
36 of them.
toasty the outside is, though, on that bread.
There's 36 that are on this list, and
I don't like
some
the way
of
the toast
them are-
looks dry. Crusty.
some of them look dynamite, and some of them look a little crunchy.
That one does look a little crunchy, but I mean the inside of it does look pretty fucking good.
Yeah. The Nutella one here has a little bit
Great exterior.
better look.
Lots of questions on the interior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, is that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the exterior. I don't know about cheese with Nutella, but whatever. Breakfast
I haven't
grilled
tried
cheese.
it, so I'm not gonna.
Man, I've been
absolutely
making
knock
breakfast grilled cheeses at work. I don't want to hear this shit. I actually do, man. That's how I make egg sandwiches for people at work. I got a griddle, so I fry an egg hard and make grilled cheese. Put the egg in the middle.
Yeah.
So
breakfast grilled cheese with a soft scrambled egg.
Yeah.
But you be hard frying.
I don't like the idea of mixing cream cheese and I don't like that. I don't want to mix cream cheese into scrambled eggs.
Yeah, this doesn't. No.
I know some
that
people
just
do that
doesn't
shit,
sound
but I don't. That's a weird fucking texture. I don't think I'd want to have.
It's a weird flavor.
Flavor wise, not as weird as you'd think. Texture wise, it does do something different with the way the eggs like feel.
So grilled heirloom tomato and Mott's grilled cheese. Okay, woohoo!
That doesn't
Try
look bad.
Walmart's free grocery pickup.
Wait, that's what you got? I got a laptop advertisement.
There it is on the stream.
I feel like he would have gotten the Walmart.
Wait, I would have got the Walmart thing, and he would have got the laptop.
Yeah.
Green
Yeah,
spice
that's what I would
paste
figure.
to bring up flavor.
Yeah.
So spicy grilled
Goes to show
cheese.
we're not the people you think we are.
I could get into this one.
Now, what do you think about that Gushigang?
I could get into that one, man. Spicy.
Yeah, that looks good. I would destroy that.
I haven't.
I like spicy food.
I've never had the particular spice paste that they're talking about here, but I am definitely interested. Once I read it, I was like, ooh, that might actually be something I might be down for fucking trying, because I could pick a couple good cheeses to go with that.
Dinner style patty melt. Okay, yeah. Who hasn't had a patty melt though?
Well, my girl's like, it's a hamburger. I'm like, well,
It's a patty melt.
Only in places where they already make smash burgers is it just a hamburger. Because every other place that normally makes a hamburgers come this way. Patty melts are a smash burger grilled cheese.
Yes.
Yeah. Patty melts are fucking great.
Yeah, caramelized onions. Like there's definitely something to be said to separate the patty melt from a hamburger, like
Oh yeah.
in a category of its own.
So another grilled cheese with tomatoes, cheddar and mayo. Could be good. Cauliflower melts. I could do that, but that's not a grilled cheese. It's a fucking
What, the
crostini.
cauliflower
Yeah,
melt?
that's a crostini. That's not a grilled cheese.
Yeah, that's
Right.
not a grilled cheese
It's not
at
a
all.
sandwich.
It's
Lies.
on a
There are a couple
Who
on the
wrote
list
this article?
that do that.
Who's the motherfucker who wrote this shit? The Epicurious editors? God damn it, all of you. Well, John Von Palmer took this photo. You should be ashamed of yourself, sir.
I mean,
It still
if
sounds
he
good.
only
I'm
provided
not
that
gonna
photo.
lie, I would eat that shit, but
He only provided the photo. Nobody said he titled it.
yeah, whatever. I
whatever.
had to blame someone, and his name's on it. Other than that, it's Epicurious editors, and I don't know who they are. And it's not a
That
clickable
poor guy that
link
took the
where I can
photos, like, guys, you guys do realize
They
what
don't
I took a
have the
picture of was
IGN
not a sandwich,
profiles.
right?
They are the Academy.
Yeah, they don't have the IGN profiles, so moving on. A Reuben? It's not a fucking grilled cheese.
Reubens are not grilled cheese.
That's a sandwich.
What?
Yes.
It's a grilled Reuben. Like these are just grilled sandwiches, not grilled cheeses.
Oh, I thought it said
Yeah, but
grilled
we've had
cheeses.
grilled cheese sandwiches basically this
I
whole
thought it was
entire
all
time,
grilled cheeses.
just about.
Okay,
I'm
it's
just
just grilled
saying.
sandwiches. All right, this changes everything. I thought this was all about grilled cheeses, man. Man, the whole world has changed. Whole outlook on life and everything. Reuben's a
Fucking
fantastic
his mind's
sandwich.
goddamn been blown.
And actually, the better way to have them is if they are like panini style, grilled,
Yeah,
like
dude.
pressed.
You gotta.
Oh, dude, they're banging
if a
grilled
Reuben
and
is not
pressed.
freaking grilled, then it's fucking garbage. But
That's a combo Reuben.
yeah. So every turkey Reuben I've ever made, because it's just the way I make them, I put fucking coleslaw on instead of sauerkraut.
Yeah, my
Dude,
girl's
that's
not a big
both of
sauerkraut.
them.
Yeah, my girl's not a big sauerkraut person, so she is more on the coleslaw side of it. If you were gonna,
But corned beef, pastrami, gotta have the kraut. But turkey, I like slaw. I think it's just better. Just as
I've tried both, and both are really good. I just like a Reuben. Reubens are good.
more events, more selection, whenever you want. I don't for StubHub. I'm buying tickets to something. Fancy grilled cheese with a fried egg, hey?
see, that was what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Yours with the fried egg.
I don't. I still think that's too crusty. I don't want a real crusty bread with a grilled cheese. At least if it's going to be crusty, I don't want it to. I don't want it to like cut your gums when you bite into it, and that looks like it's
I was
going
about
to
to
cut your
say
fucking
that's
gums.
definitely what that looks like. Is it's gonna cut your gums
That
for
looks
every
like a
single
very
bite.
dry sourdough
Mm-hmm.
that has not been buttered, just toasted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck that. Moving on. Salami and pickle. Ooh. That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to eat that. I'm getting hungry
I want
now.
that now.
That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Sheet
I know what
pan
I'm
grilled.
doing
No,
in
fuck
like
that, dude.
13
All right.
minutes.
So here's the thing, man. Is got to make a lot of fucking grilled cheeses when we have grilled cheese on the menu. You know, anywhere between 70 and 90, and they all pretty much got to get served at the same time. You can butter the shit out of them and put them in an oven, and that's what they end up looking like. And it's not good. It's just not.
No.
It's
Oh,
you got to
sheet
do.
pan grilled cheese.
Yeah, dude, it's not good. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck sheet pan grilled cheese. That don't belong on there. Get that shit the fuck out of there. Who am I blaming this one on? Chelsea Kyle, prop styling. You did prop styling on that piece of shit? Food styling by Michelle Gatton. Yeah, get the fuck out, Michelle. You need a new job.
The next one's good though.
Yeah. Grilled cheese short rib sandwiches. Yeah, dude. I want to eat
With
that.
pickled caramelized onions and arugula.
And look at that
What?
bread. Look at that toast on that bread. That looks good.
You can tell that's been buttered. That's been gently fucking seared.
Yeah, dude. That looks great.
These are the people who did the fucking food staging.
Yeah. Craig Cutler, you a good guy.
Craig, you're winning.
Man, those other people with sheet pan grilled cheese, fuck their life, man.
Go
I
teach them
ain't
how to
even
fucking
hiring them
do
to
that
shoot at
shit.
my wedding. I'm never getting married, so no worries there. But moving on, Spanish grilled cheese sandwiches with manchego and jamon serrano.
Manchego and the Yemen Serrano. When I found out what Yemen Serrano was, I was like, oh, okay. I might actually be
Yeah.
down for this because
Yeah, it sounds good, man. I would eat it.
it does. What you dive into actually what it is, it's like, oh, it's a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, but with that south of the border fucking feel. Because all the Yemen Serrano is a salted cured Spanish ham.
Yeah.
Traditionally paired for the manchego cheese, and you can get this.
Yep.
You can actually go to a store and get this. They want you to know that you can do this because they're like, ham is sold at specialty food stores or at Spanish and Latin markets, and the cheese can be found at supermarkets, some supermarkets, and specialty food stores. And in most areas, if you have to do a little bit of traveling, you can generally find this just about anywhere in the continental U.S.
Loans that cover up to 100% of. Thanks, Wells Fargo. Yeah, Cuban.
See, mine is chilling locations of abandoned, left, and decayed. I got a plane accident.
Eat me a Cuban.
The slow cooker Cuban. And my girl's argument was,
I need
well,
a
that's not a
sandwich.
panini. And I'm like, if you look at it, it's a
been
grilled
pressed, yeah.
Yeah, it's been pressed. I was like, it technically classified as a panini.
That looks fantastic.
The pickles look serious, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Them are homemade pickles. Like you can tell that that's been sliced by hand.
Yeah, I take the grilled egg. Fried cheese sandwich there. That one looks good. A little too dark on the
For the
outside.
fried egg sandwich, yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't actually tell that there was fried egg on it if it wasn't for the yolk coming out of the bottom one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Is that pancetta that's on there? I gotta look. Yeah, pancetta. Okay. Thought so.
Oh, you had to go check out the
Yeah, pulled up the recipe.
on it.
Yeah, I thought it was pancetta. It is pancetta. That'd be a good sandwich. Best ever grilled cheese.
It's pretty much just a classic grilled cheese done however.
All right. Their question down there. How do you guys cut your grilled cheese? Do you cut triangles?
Well, do you do
Or do you
diagonal
rectangles? Yeah.
or rectangle cut?
I do. Triangles.
Yeah, I'm a corner guy. I'm a corner to corner guy.
I'm a rectangle cut on all of my sandwiches.
Really straight down the middle.
Just go straight down the middle?
Yep.
No, hold on.
When you're building a plate,
rectangle cut straight down the middle and give two equal slices, or do you? Because I've also heard of those really wild people who do
equal
round and flat bottom.
No, not that
split.
But if you think about it, if you're going to plate a sandwich, you can put, if you want to build height, you can put two little tips of something, or you can lean the two holes up on top of each other and build a lot more height. I think it looks better on a plate.
Fucking actual chef sitting here talking. It's like a dick.
I knew what you were like as soon as you started.
Well, that's just how I think about things, man. And
Yeah, I know. I'm actually not knocking you for it completely, but at the same time, you and your professional fucking opinion can sit in the back row.
I'm just saying, like even on plating, I did corner to corner
I want to
because
see
I
what.
just feel like corner to corner
Oh,
looks better.
jeez.
That's just me personally.
Well, you get more. Actually, you get more height, and you have more room on the plate still. And also, if you're putting a bowl of soup, you get the triangles. You got all that shit hanging out over the edge. You got the two nice rectangles. You can tuck it in beside a bowl of soup,
It's true.
and kind of like
It is,
like
yeah.
domino stack it with just a little bit of a curve.
Yep. He's not wrong. That's also why
No.
he kissed my ass.
I just want to know what kind of cheese is in this.
Oh,
Just
the
American
grilled
cheddar.
artisan cheddar and
Yeah,
fig
that
jam.
looks good too, man. That looks good.
On ciabatta.
Yeah. The BA patty melt.
Dude.
There you go. That's a
Dude.
greasy burger right there.
Yeah, the BA patty melt. Like I went in and looked at that recipe particularly. I have it still pulled up over here on my screen.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
like,
greasy mess, dude.
that is one I could probably get really down on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good sandwich. Garlicky kale, grilled cheese. Yeah, fuck that.
Not for anything though. I think if I was gonna go down that route of making a like spinach and cheese grilled cheese, even though they didn't butter the bread, I think garlicky kale would not be a bad option because you'd want to do like a fried green with the kale and do like fresh garlic into it. And I think it for that, I think they're not missing much except for the fact they got dry ass fucking bread.
You
Yeah.
notice a lot of these damn
I'll
cooked
take the
fucking
Gouda. Just get rid
sandwiches.
of the green leafy vegetables.
You do realize a lot of these grilled fucking sandwiches, half these motherfuckers don't know how to do the bread.
Well, they toast it and then add shit to it. I don't get what they're doing there because anybody who's grilling their shit, none of them are ever going to come out looking like that. You're
Mm-mm.
toasting your bread and then you're putting it in a fucking pan. That's what that is. You toasted some dry fucking bread and put it in a fucking pan.
You'd eat that meatball sub.
Oh, you know it. All day. With that fucking pesto on it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. That baguette just looks good.
It does. It looks like it's actually been cheesed.
Oh yeah, underneath there, it's definitely cheesy. Up top, it's just buttered and toasted. Really nice. Probably on a
Mhm.
flat top. I don't think that was done in an oven. Doesn't look like it.
No.
No, that was flat top.
Grilled cheddar and fennel. I don't know about that, man.
It seems like it is one of those finger sandwiches. Like it would
It
dip in your
is, but
tomato
fennel-
bisque very
but
well.
Do you want licorice taste from the? Do you
It-
want that
it would
anise
dip-
flavor from the fennel?
It would dip in your tomato bisque very well.
Not a big fan.
And the fact that they did a curry mayo with it only further justifies the fennel.
Just not a big fan of that freaking anise flavor. I'm too southeastern Ohio, man. Fuck black licorice shit.
In that
I'll
case,
just be sitting
Oh,
thinking
dude,
about.
I
I'll
hate
just be
black
sitting.
licorice.
Yeah, I'll just be sitting thinking about Jaeger the whole time I'm eating the damn grilled cheese. And second of all, I don't even like tomato soup, so tomato soup can suck balls.
yeah, but that's you can tell that's not just a tomato soup. That is definitely a tomato bisque.
Doesn't matter. Tomato soup, tomato bisque, tomato. But
Tomato.
don't care for any of them. Never
All
have.
right, so pressed turkey and
Yeah,
farmhouse cheddar on egg bread.
I'm in. So it's
Egg-
French toast, just not seasoned.
Egg bread. Egg bread is kind of the yes, you could call it French toast if you want to really Americanize it, but its current usage that you're finding more out of is the Japanese version of egg bread, what they're doing with it, doing a little bit of different, like, touch to it.
Looks good.
I bet it probably tastes really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I would eat that. For
Now,
sure, that
the
peach
next one
chutney,
is
cranberry
just a
sauce.
fucking.
Yeah,
The
dude.
next one is just a fucking hamburger. I do not agree with what their description is. It's just a fucking hamburger.
Yeah, dude, that's a shitty play on a Big Mac or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing there. I'm
Because
pretty well
the
over that.
burger's not smashed. The onions aren't caramelized.
No, those onions look like
We're
they were
gonna have
just
to
like.
speed through these
Well,
other
no,
ones.
they're
We got
only
1
charred
minute.
onions.
We got 1 minute to burn through
Yeah,
these.
and I do have to go.
All right, bye, Radio Land.
But
Bye, Radio Land.
We love y'all. Y'all been great to us. We're gonna be great to you.
yeah,
We're gonna finish out this list. If you're interested in finding out what that is, tune in to the Angry Dandelion on Facebook.com/Angry Dandelion, and you'll get to see the rest of what goes down with this list.
it's gonna be quick. I'll give you that. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
Number 25 on the list:
I'd eat that.
the grilled ham and Gouda
I would eat that.
with frites and caramelized onions.
Man, I hope. Yeah, I'm definitely grocery shopping here in a few minutes. Y'all better be lucky Megan ain't here yet. Like,
I'll be
as
out
much
to
as we've
go
seen,
already.
as soon as we, yeah, man, I would be out the door, going through the
I
freaking
need
deli
some
meat sandwich
sandwiches.
area and
Grilled cheese with
everything.
pulled pork and pickled red onions. We've seen something, I mean,
Something similar.
but that still looks
that.
good. The caprese
Grilled
grilled
cheese with
cheese.
pulled pork and short ribs with pickled red onions.
Yeah,
Definitely a big compliment to the flavor as long as you're using the right type of bread.
that one looks good. I don't know about this quadruple stacked caprese sandwich.
Yeah, the caprese grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be that.
Wait till you see the last caprese.
Grilled Cuban looks good, of course. Corned beef and
Oh.
fontina is probably
Giant-
not bad. Yeah, waffled ham and cheese melt with maple butter. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
All
Ooh,
over it.
Inside out onion grilled cheese.
Yes, that type of cheese. All right. That
So-
type of cheese is like, just look up that type of cheese. The halloumi. It can literally be used on the grill without melting it. Like, you can get grill marks into it and not melt the cheese. It's got such a high melting point that it is available to be made into bread, basically. Like, I could think of a lot of different fillings besides the fig chutney and the caramelized onions. Even though that's probably really good, I'm willing to bet that there's a bunch of other things I could throw in there and make this.
Yeah. This is vegan, though.
Yeah.
Grilled hot dog tortas.
That is the Mexi-American trying to like turn tortas into something that like little white kids from the suburbs will eat.
Get this on your lunch menu.
Yeah, like you could tell that this was a reach.
This other grilled cheese looks okay.
Oh, with the onion jam and the Teladio
Yeah.
and the escargot.
Charred caprese sandwich. Whatever.
Yeah, see, that's the one I had the biggest problem with right there is that charred caprese. Because if you look at it, that just looks like burnt fucking baguette they put a salad on top of and then threw in the oven for a little bit.
Yeah, parsley, basil. Yeah. Purple onion and broccoli rabe panini.
That one looks dynamite.
What happened? I got kicked to where hurricanes cause the most damage. Stop
But
doing that. I'm trying to hit next, and it's like trying to get me to click on cities where hurricanes would cause the most damage. Yep. It's doing it again. All right, motherfucker.
That provolone and broccoli rabe panini looks fucking dynamite.
I can't go to the next one. Are we at 36 and 36 or something here? Because it really won't.
That is 36 of 36.
All right, I was
But
like, what's going on here, man?
You shouldn't have told him. It was getting amusing watching him fight that thing.
Well, the way, as you see, the way it's cut off right now, I can't see the 3.
Oh yeah.
It's just the
No,
way
he
it
just
is.
sees 6.
Yep. And it's kind of annoying,
But yeah, it looked like a really good sandwich.
Take that.
Like, I still say butter the bread a little bit harder, but
yep. All right.
on that note,
It's time to get some foods and go to bed. Since we just
Yeah,
spent the
thanks
last
for that.
30 minutes making the world
Talking
hungry.
about food and
Well,
looking at
worth it.
delicious sandwiches.
yeah,
Yeah.
lots of grilled sandwiches though. That's the important part of it.
Yeah.
So whatever
Easy.
you're having, go get
Grill
grilled
it.
sandwiches.
Yeah, just
Oh, it's gonna be
grill it.
grilled, dude.
Put some cheese and grill it.
That's right. Put some cheese on it and grill it.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for
Boom.
watching
Problem solved.
Facebook. And bye.
Bye, everybody.
And bye, YouTubes.